In many countries, odour and emission legislation is becoming increasingly tight for livestock operations. Effectively removing manure from swine barns is therefore receiving more attention. Improving this process in pig production, however, is not an easy job.
The main problem can occur that the solid manure is not going out well out of the pit. These problems occur because they are using more grain in the animal diets now than they did in the past. And the farmer also uses less water now than he did in the past.
Swine producer Harry van Veldhuizen and his wife Marga own a farrow-to-finish facility near the village of Wijnbergen in the east of the Netherlands. In the main location he keeps 350 sows and 1,940 finishers. In January 2008, a new 70-meter long finisher barn was put to use. The animals, kept on 40% slatted floors, received dry feed. Since especially the hind parts of the manure pits did not empty properly, the producer had these sewers equipped with a vacuum system, early 2009. This had to remove the manure more quickly and easily.
Vacuum pump enlightens this job because it creates a vacuum into the hose and then the solid manure will run.
The vacuum system creates a low pressure, thus effectively taking out both solid and liquid manure from any desired pen in the pig house.
We open a valve unit by unit and then the manure pit can be emptied.
The time and the pressure required to take out the manure of course depends on its thickness, but on this farm it usually takes between 5 and 8 minutes. Stepping up the efficiency, the working of the vacuum system, both in front and in the back, was improved by introducing balls.
It looks like we've got a hose that's in the manure pit that has 8 inlets where the manure is going in. On the top of every inlet there's a ball hanging. When the vacuum is sucking the manure out of the manure pit and the vacuum has the manure low enough, the ball arrested into the inlet and shut it down. So it can be more and more at the end, so we can get out the solid manure there.
The pump itself has to be installed in a high place.
Here we are at the loft. Here is where the vacuum pump is positioned. It's an 850 watt vacuum pump and it can create 7 meters low pressure. That's why it's standing on the loft. When we are positioned it on the ground, there is a possibility that there will be manure into the vacuum pump. This is a safety sensor for the vacuum pump. When the level in the manure pit gets too high, the vacuum pump shuts down.
Eventually, all manure ends up in a large manure tank outside, which must be airtight, otherwise the manure system does not work. Farm owner Van Veldhuizen indicates that he is happy with the new system. Before using it, about 25% of the manure disappeared automatically into the manure pit, predominantly the liquid manure closest to the exit, which means a lot had to be removed manually. At the moment, he says, he reaches up to 75% or more, as even solid manure in the back now disappears.